Gigabyte QHD 170Hz Gaming Monitor Review. For those who seek the most balanced quality and value and the best monitor for playing games, the QHD is still the optimal option. Its 109p pixel count offers good visual fidelity and a high refresh rate that helps reduce input lag. But if your main concern is speed and clarity, the 1080p may be better suited to your needs. With its 27-inch display, the M27QP offers an excellent combination of quality, price, and features. It comes with a 144Hz refresh rate, which makes it ideal for gamers. It's not surprising that most gaming displays these days feature an IPS screen. These screens offer fast response times, good color reproduction, and low input lag. But they lack high levels of brightness and dynamic range. In my opinion, the biggest advantage of an IPS panel over a TN panel is color accuracy. I've used both types of panels, and they're very similar in terms of viewing angles and brightness. However, the TN panel offers better off-axis color uniformity. That said, I haven't seen any IPS monitor with 100% sRGB coverage, so you'll probably see some color banding issues. The best value IPS panel currently available is the Asus PG258Q. It costs $100 less than the BenQ GW2760HS, but provides superior picture quality. Its main drawback is its limited response times, although it does offer FreeSync support. Color is also not an issue. There's lots of it, with a 95% color gamut and a useful RGB mode for those who require it. Accuracy is also included, with an auto white balance setting that doesn't require any tweaking. Dynamic contrast is offered for SDR photos, but sadly, it isn't provided for HDR content. The display is definitely brighter when playing high dynamic range video and games, but there is no added contrast. Gaming performance is the main focus here. The M27QLG includes a 170Hz overclock and super low input latency. That extra 5Hz doesn't make a big impact on smoothness, but in our testing, performance was comparable to that of a 240Hz monitor. Gigabyte's overdrive feature works very well with a balanced setting that provides clean processing without any distracting artifacts. A lot of people who buy into the idea of VR headsets are gamers. They're not wrong, they just might be missing out on something else. For one thing, the Oculus Rift costs $599, and that's before you add any games. That means if you want to play your favorite PC titles, you'll probably spend another $400 to $600 on an Xbox One S or PlayStation 4 Pro. But if you're willing to put down the cash for a headset, then you've got plenty of options. The M27QS comes in a somewhat unassuming box with basic graphics on its outer surface. Its three parts are protected by crumbly foam and assembles without any tools. A handful of reflective film peels off to expose the polished bits on the base and panel. In addition to three different kinds of cable for the internal PS, one gets quality cables for HDMI, DP, and USB. The M27QX features a minimalist design. Apart from the Gigabyte logo printed on the front bezels and slightly larger images printed on the rear, the finish is minimal. Smooth surfaces cover the top portion of the display and a few smaller parts on the bottom edge and stand. A thin strip of plastic crosses the entire rear of the display to help dissipate excess thermal energy. The only noticeable feature is the Gigabyte branding located near the power button and the KVM switch. I was surprised to find out that not every single port on the M27QP supports USB Type-C. Only 2 ports support USB Type-C connectors, so if you're planning on connecting your laptop to external devices via USB Type-C, then make sure that they both support USB Type-C. It's well built and sturdy but doesn't offer any tilting options or swiveling capabilities. You can simply adjust the brightness to suit your tastes and enjoy richly saturated colors loaded with fine details. If you prefer a slightly different gamut presentation, there are presets for that too. With a warm white balance, HDR mode delivers a better overall picture than SDR mode. However, if you want to take advantage of its wider dynamic range, you need to use an external monitor.